just want to talk.
Welcome to We Just Want to Talk. I'm Debbie.
And I'm Mariam, and all we want to do is talk about Tegan and Sara. Right, so on the news that we have missed,
Well,
we're
we
recording
recorded a
this.
week ago, so nothing
Yeah.
happened this week. Like very little
So
things for the Tegan and Sara news this week.
here's the thing. This episode is going to come out like end of May or middle of May, right?
Yes, we're recording. What day is today?
It's the
April
29th of
29th.
April, yeah.
Yes. So if any
So
news happen between today and the day
don't
that
hold
we
us
post,
accountable. Yeah,
exactly, because I think there will be a lot of news because they're going on to next week and
exactly.
they're going to post a lot probably. So we're only going to talk about it in the next episode, which is going to be even later. So, like, don't mind us.
Mm-hmm.
This is going to be very old news, but here they are.
They're rehearsing for tour, right?
Yes, they got a golden check mark on Twitter.
Yeah, they don't know how they got it, but it's because I think it's related to the Tegan and Sara Foundation. It's an organization.
But
Or
the
that
organization itself doesn't have a gold button.
I don't get it.
Tegan,
Yeah, I don't know. Elon
yeah,
Musk loves them. They don't even have 1 million followers, so it's just weird. I don't know.
who knows? This is how he came out. Congratulations, Elon Musk, on your coming out.
Well, Sarah posted a really cute unpacking of the
Junior
junior
high.
high. Is that a soft
With
cover? Yeah.
yes, all her
Yeah,
kids are in it.
it's a hardcover.
Holiday,
No.
Mickey, and Sid are in it. So
Yeah, and
cute.
Sid screams loudly. And basically, we know the entire plot of the book because of Sara.
Oh my God, yeah.
Spoiling
She
quick.
showed the whole thing.
I
If you
literally am.
pause,
I'm gonna be honest. I when Tilly posted it, and then Sara, I paused and I read
I paused
everything.
on a few pages, but then I was like, I'm not gonna do that. Like, it's just gonna spoil it for myself.
I literally read everything.
They posted
Yeah.
something about the Tegan and Sara Foundation, actually. One of the things we are most proud of is being involved in creating an LGBTQ plus healthcare directory via the Tegan and Sara Foundation. So I think if you're queer, you can sign up for providers for healthcare through the Tegan and Sara Foundation. So that's cool. Tegan is now obsessed with Succession. She's been posting on Twitter like not every time, twice. She posted something, then she put a picture of Succession like it's a meme. And then most people are just like, what is going on? But it's just
I'm
reaction
still like,
pictures.
what is going on? Yeah.
Exactly.
And getting the band together. The first show of 2023 is in how do you pronounce this?
Solvang.
Oh, that's in California on May
Yes.
3rd. So
It's the
that's in
first.
4 days. So tell me
Yes.
why you should be a guest list. Some people want the guest list. Lucky them, I wish. And that's a fan poster, right? I like it. That's a fan poster.
Oh,
Tegan
yes.
Sara Junior High is very, very nice.
Yes.
I really like it. And Tegan posted it.
Strix Designs.
I love this poster. I like the
poster.
colors. I love purple and all of that. And what else? Well, the World Cafe playlist. We've heard this before. We've seen this. I don't know why Tegan reposted it or retweeted it.
Yeah, they reposted this podcast, World Cafe. That happened a while ago. So Tegan and Sara reposted the repost.
And we have some TikToks promoting tour.
Yes. Sara also posted a really cute video of Mickey sleeping on Instagram. That was cute. Yeah, a couple of TikToks about tour. And then
there's TRQ listens. I have not read this Substack yet.
On
I forgot about it.
Yes, actually, she was asking for podcast suggestions, and then
did you recommend their own?
No,
Why?
because I already did it. I felt like I didn't want to do it again. If you want, you can.
I don't think she's going to see it because like it's been it's a long time ago. Did she see the comments? I don't know. Maybe I'll read it after this.
She hasn't liked anything, so I don't know if she read it yet. And they,
sure.
they ask for recommendations, but I don't know if they actually go and check them out, you know, because when I talked about it in the previous post, and then I talked about the podcast, she was like, "Oh, I should listen to it," but
Yeah, it's like when I say I should do that, but I never do it. I feel.
exactly. But yeah, she posted on Substack, TRQ listens. It was podcasts this time, not songs
Yeah.
or music and stuff. And they also announced they're gonna do a series of lives on Instagram with all of their supporting artists for tour. And the first one was Hand Habit, so that one already happened. It
AKA
was really
Tegan is
fun.
going to interview all the people on tour, not Sara.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
But it
Unless
was really
she's
fun.
on tour.
If it's during tour, they might do it like they did with Clea. It was both of them
Yeah.
live and interviewing. I hope they do it because it should be fun. The one with
Yeah.
Tegan was fun. And
On other news, Tegan's hair looks absolutely fabulous, and she posted a picture with Georgia, and it's just very, very nice looking.
what picture with Georgia?
That's the important news for me. Get it? Not
So,
the live with
oh,
not the tour.
the picture where she's holding Georgia's fur.
Yeah, Georgia's hair.
Yeah.
Yeah. She looks
I
absolutely
think she's gonna
stunning.
get a haircut though. I don't think that's gonna be her hair for a tour. I don't know
Tegan
though.
posted the most atrocious TikTok with a snail, and I don't even have to tell you why it's atrocious, but Debbie knows. It
Some
freaked me
people
out.
think it's cute. I don't like it.
Yeah,
Like hell
I
no
have
for me.
a lot of thoughts about this, but okay. I'll not share them here.
Hell no for me. No snails, thanks.
Yeah.
Like I'm
And
okay with snails, but like this is slow motion and it's like
no, not this
slimy
video.
and
No, not this video.
goodbye.
No, bye. No, not this. It gives me a lot of
She posted
thoughts
another reaction on TikTok. She was reacting to someone covering Closer, and then Georgia
yeah,
photobombs her. It's really cute.
with her
Her tail.
tail.
Yeah.
She's just wiggling
It's
her tails.
the
Cute.
artist is I don't know, I probably butchering their name, but it's Havia Mighty. It's the artist. Hopefully I didn't butcher their name.
Yep.
They were covering Closer. They went to a baseball game this weekend, I think on Friday.
Mm.
They posted on Instagram about it. Tegan also posted about it on Twitter briefly. And that's it for news the past week. Oh, there was an Instagram post. That's not really news. It's like a TBT. Throwback Thursday. The person who made the puppet dolls for Dying
Dying
to
to
Know.
know.
They posted on Instagram a little backstage with the dolls. It's cute. That's it.
Yeah.
Okay. Should we start the episode?
Yeah, we should. We're on episode 5 right now. We're going to analyze episode 5 of high school. And it's called Freedom, which is one of Tegan and Sarah's very, very early music. It appeared on This Business of Art and Under Feet Like well, first on Under Feet Like Ours and then on This Business of Art.
You asked me
And
this already, but is it in one of the demos? I said no, but now I don't know. Is it Freedom in one of the demos?
no, I didn't ask you. I said I went to the Tegan and Sarah archive to check if it's one in one of the demos, but
And
I
it's not
forgot.
there.
I don't think it said so, but I could swear it was on the yellow demo or something.
Right? I
Let me
feel like
just
it
check.
was.
I'm pretty sure it was. Doesn't say so.
It's not.
It's not on any of the demos.
The
Okay.
demos that are in Under Feel Like Hours are Superstar, Heavy,
Oh, I love Heavy.
Proud, This Is Everything.
One of my favorites. I think we did analyze This Is Everything, right?
That's it. Only these were the ones in the demos before they were in Under Feel Like Hours.
Mm-hmm. However, we're not going to talk about Freedom today. We're going to talk about the song that appears on this episode, which is Tegan Didn't Go to School Today. And I think episode 5 is one of my favorite episodes. Is it 5 or 6 my favorite? I forgot, but we're going to see. Let's just review that. The last episode stopped with going to the rave, and then Simone, Tegan and Sarah's mom, catching them. basically, and they have this huge fight in the car, and she basically drops them off. Well, she doesn't drop them off. She leaves them on the street to walk to their dad's, and then they reach their dad's house. And that's where we stopped. So we get to the episode where they're sitting in front of their father, and he asks them what has brought them there. And, well, they tell him that mom is pissed at us because we didn't tell her. They're trying to cover for each other, right?
Well, yeah, they're like saying like, oh, mom is mad at us because we went out, or just mad at us. They don't explain. And then Tegan starts telling him what happened, and Sarah's like, Tegan, don't tell him. But then she's like, we're already screwed. Like, doesn't
Yeah.
matter that he knows or not, you know. I think in the trailer it's a different it's the same scene, but I think it's a different take because he looks angry in the trailer when he says, you guys need to get along. And then in the show he's more tamed. He's not as
Uh-huh.
angry. And then
That's
I had the
true.
feeling that, like, when they were writing the script, Tegan and Sarah were scared of him because, like, at least in the book, whenever they are with their dad, they always get along because they don't want to, it's the only time they have with their dad. So they don't want to
Yeah,
make
but they're
it.
also scared of him because in the book it says in the chapter, like, mom being there is something, but dad's car being there, because in the book it's their dad's car when they go home and they find it. Like, it's something else. Like, it's
Yeah, it's
like a
different when.
serious. Yeah.
Yeah, it's different when it's with their dad. But that's the thing. Like, it's because with him they are always in good, like, in good terms. So when they're not, when they do something bad, it's very bad because he's not, like, he doesn't tolerate that. Like, you guys have to, you know get along and not get in trouble.
Can I ask something? I remember there's this chapter where they stay over at their dad's with what's her name? Naomi, who's basically Phoebe in the show.
Yeah.
And Sarah and Naomi stay at their dad's room.
Mm-hmm.
This didn't show in the show. It's in grade is it the
No,
summer? It's summer, right? Summer chapter is not in grade 10. Summer, I think. It's summer. It's
it's
before
grade
she
10.
leaves.
The chapter is in grade 10 because remember I said that the chapter Naomi, they get together, they break up, and they go back together in the same chapter. When they get back
Mhm.
together in when they're with their dad.
The co
So it is so it is
You have
grade
to know
10.
it's not very congruous because one of the
Yeah, yeah.
chapters, Sarah mentions the notes, but that's in like chapter sorry, in year 11. But she
No, the
mentions them that
note.
they happened in sex notes, called sex note. They happened in grade 10. That is in grade 11 or the summer, something like that.
Right. So yeah, I don't know if it happened in grade 10 or 11, but the chapter talking
It's
about
not,
it
is it in
is in grade 10.
Naomi's? Really? Are you sure? No, no,
Yes.
no.
Yes, because look, when dad grabbed Tegan and me Saturday morning from mom's, the first
Mm.
thing that he asked when he climbed into the car was no Naomi, because they broke up. They were.
Yeah, but the chapter that they spend it over there again. I think there was
It's the
someone with
same
Tegan.
chapter. When Naomi arrived, dad drove the three of us to Blockbuster. So what happened? What happened was, um, Naomi's mom, at least in the book, Naomi's mom found them in bed, and then she's like, "You guys
Mm.
can't. She can't come sleep here anymore." And then Sonia calls Naomi's mom, talks to her, everything is good, but between Naomi and Sarah, it's still weird. Even though, like, their moms are like, "Okay, you guys can still hang out." Between them, it was still weird. And so when they go to their dads, Naomi isn't there because they're still not, like, in good terms. They're still feeling weird about the whole mom thing. Um, but then Sarah missed Naomi when she was with Tegan and her dad. So she called Naomi and she was like, "Can you come, please? You know how, like, it's way more fun when you're here." So
Mm.
then Naomi's brother brings her, they go to Blockbuster, they rent a movie, and then they go back to their dad's. And then it says, Sara says like, and then when like all of this was happening, I wondered if we were going to do like we usually do, go to my dad's bedroom and then Tegan stays in our bedroom. She was wondering because they were like fighting, Naomi and Sara. She didn't know if they were going to do the same thing as before, but then Naomi goes to her dad's bedroom. So then Sara was like, oh, okay, so we're still going to do that. So Sara goes to the bedroom and then that's when they make up.
Oh yeah. Why didn't
I
this
just
show in the show? I wish this has. Okay, whatever. The show has something
because
else.
I also think that like last episode was really short. I wonder if it was supposed to be longer, but
And
they
they cut
cut
it
it.
off. Yeah, it could be.
Just anyways.
So they're in their basically right now they're in their dad's house, so it obviously happened in the previous episode. And he tells them to go to bed and basically, well, they're fighting in front of him, and he's like, I'm not gonna have you fight in my house.
Mm-hmm.
We have Tegan's POV here. I think this is Tegan and Sarah's POV both, right?
Yes.
Yeah. That's when they find the guitar this episode.
Yes.
And they're still arguing about basically rats each other out.
Yeah, Sarah's pissed at Tegan, and Tegan's like, I only did this because of you, because you were like sad and stuff, and this was the only thing that made you happy, and I wanted to do it.
Mm.
And it's really unfair that you're mad at me.
But the next
So this
day,
is this is
this
Tegan's
is
POV. I was gonna say that Sarah was thinking about
Ali. Oh yeah, and you can see it in
yeah,
Sarah's POV
it was
that.
after the rave.
Mm.
So yeah, they get home and they're
But
grounded.
this part scared me because the way that Simone
Yeah.
was yelling, Tegan was like
Yeah.
kind of absent-minded for a bit, or she
Yeah.
like she kind of zones out, and then Simone's like, "Look at me," and I'm like, "What the hell did just
Yeah, you can
happen?"
see the camera really focusing on Tegan, and then
Mm.
when Simone screams, Tegan's like, "Oh my God." Like she
Yeah,
refocuses it.
like she zoned out completely, and then it's like,
Hmm.
wow,
The acting is really good.
yeah. Well, they get grounded.
Yeah, they
Uh,
have to clean the basement.
yeah.
This is like January, I think. So they're like, okay, you guys are gonna have to clean everything
Yes,
Christmas.
after Christmas, because remember last episode when Sarah's depressed and you see Christmas
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
everything.
And you can see a lot of
That's
90s
also, is
things.
that also in the book? I forgot. Is that also in the book?
No, it's different. In the book,
No.
it's different.
How do they find the guitar in the book?
They don't get grounded in the book. Like the ground when they get grounded, it happens after.
How do they find the guitar in the book? It doesn't happen as early as grade 10, does it?
It
I
is.
forgot.
Hold
I,
on.
f- I forgot. I honestly forgot.
Here. One afternoon, while Mom and Bruce were out, Sarah and I were rooting around in the storage under the stairs when we found a guitar case tucked between two towers of office supply boxes. I can't remember what we were actually looking for, what item was worthy of trespassing the only space in the house that was designed for Bruce's things. But once we saw the guitar case, we forgot about what we were searching for
Mm.
and that we were breaking his cardinal rule. Never mess with his stuff. Bruce has a guitar? So weird. I've never seen this before.
Ah, that's like the
So they
book.
were just like snooping around. And then
Mhm.
Sarah's chapter says after we'd been caught shuttling the guitar between the basement and our bedrooms, Bruce gave us permission to use it. So like both of these happen in the same episode. And there's lyrics for Tegan didn't go to school today
Yeah.
in Sarah's chapter. So yeah, they weren't grounded or anything. This was created for the show, which worked really well because that's when they were forced not to hang out with their friends. They were kind of forced to hang out with each other because they were grounded at home and they had the guitar.
Hmm.
So when they finally can hang out with their friends, they were already into like, music and writing and stuff on in the
Yeah.
show. So yeah, in the
Yeah.
show they're cleaning the basement, then they find the guitar.
Well, Sarah finds it.
Yeah. And then on when it's Sarah's POV, we're gonna find out why she finds it.
How and why
Yeah.
exactly. that a like I don't understand guitars. Is that a vintage guitar, like 90s guitar?
I
I don't
don't
understand.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I had a guitar when I was younger, but I
Oh,
sucked and I couldn't play it to save my life.
yeah. Both of them strum the guitar for a little bit, and you can see that they're both like really drawn to it.
Mm-hmm.
And then the lights, you can see the lights are out, so that means I think that means that they've been there for hours because it's dark now. And then the parents get home.
No, she's playing
Oh no,
today's
before the
Smashing
parents
Pumpkin.
the
Yeah.
yeah, before the parents get home, Sarah just by like trying out the
Sarah
strum,
is really
the
obsessed with
chords, she realizes how to
this song.
play Smashing Pumpkins today. The parents
Yeah.
arrive and then they have to like hurry not to for them to get caught. Say, is this Tegan or Sarah? It's Tegan.
It's Tegan with Maya.
I didn't see Maya. Someone was in front of
Mm.
her. But yeah,
And Maya's
that
kind of
was
like, I'm sorry you got grounded, and I'm sorry, like, we're
mhm.
not gonna hang out as much.
The only reason Maya's going to school now is to see Tegan.
Mm-hmm. Obviously. We all
Yeah.
had that one person we only went to school to just see.
Yeah. This part is cute because Tegan is like looking at Sarah like, can she see me? Because she just went to sneak downstairs and play the
Yeah.
guitar.
And it's the same thing with Sarah. Like they're all sneaking down to
Yeah.
play the guitar while the other isn't noticing until
Yes.
they notice that they're both doing the same.
Exactly.
So I like this. Like that they're both experimenting with the guitar. Like finally have some Tegan thing.
Yeah, she's trying out the guitar. Then she gets sick the next day. She wakes up, she's sick. And this is in the book. I made a whole crossover audiobook and High School the TV show on TikTok. So like it's
Mm.
all of the scenes about Tegan didn't go to school today from the show, and then I have the audiobook over top of it on TikTok. So it's like Sarah and Tegan are narrating the book, but the background video is the show. It's
That
really cool.
show.
And it's
I
this
think
scene
this
is in there
was
when
with the breakup with with
yes,
what's her name? Naomi breaking
Phoebe.
up with Sarah or Phoebe breaking
Yeah,
up. So I put the
the
background sound.
voiceover.
Yeah.
Yeah.
By the way, TikTok is TikTok. High school is viral right now on TikTok. Like
Oh yes, we forgot to
this.
tell. We forgot this whole
Well, I
episode
mention
is
it
about
now.
high school, and we forgot to say that high school is
It got
viral
viral for
TikTok.
the weirdest thing ever. Like this random
Although,
page.
yeah, although like this episode is gonna come out in like 2 or 3 weeks, and by then it's probably not gonna be viral anymore. But it right now it is. Right now it is viral.
Well, by then I hope we finally know if it's canceled or not, even though
I
I'm pretty
hope
sure it's
so.
canceled. It's been 7 months. Come on, like how
Yeah,
much longer do you need to just cancel or renew a show? What are you waiting?
totally.
Like, don't be shy. Tell us it's canceled so we can kill all the hope that we have because
Move on with
it's
our lives, basically. So yeah, so Tegan is sick, and then Sarah asks to wear her shoes to school, and that also happens in the book.
yeah.
Since Tegan is not going,
I
she's like,
love
"Can I
this.
wear
I
your
love this
shoes?"
part because I love like the purple shoes. Like they're like I don't know. It's
Yeah,
like a trademark or something.
and I think it's like this part is an Easter egg for fans only because people who didn't read the book or are not fans of Tegan and Sarah don't realize like the book or the shoes or like an important thing because it's in the song, and people
Mm,
who watch the show they don't listen to this part of the song
yeah,
or like, oh my god, the shoes, their shoes, they talk
the
about it on
purple
the show
shoes.
too. Yeah.
We're obsessed with the weirdest thing ever. I remember a phase in 20 something, very early 20s, 20,000s, 2000s, not 20,000s. Oh my God. But I remember we were obsessed with Tegan's red vans. Were they the red vans? I forgot. Correct me if I'm wrong. If you're an old fan and watching this,
I
remember
think
Tegan had
Sarah
these
used to
red.
wear red Vans, not Tegan.
No, it was a Tegan, like Tegan shoes. Like I remember
There's a
somebody was
picture. There's a picture of Sarah wearing red Vans. Oh wait, no, it was Sainthood. It was Saint. There's a picture. You know,
Sainthood.
from
Yeah,
Get
yeah, yeah.
Along,
She's like on her tiptoes.
which is both of them.
I know, but like
And I
people, I
think
remember people like being very, very obsessed with Tegan's shoes or like Tegan. I don't know. It's
these are simple shoes. It's just because it's Tegan.
yeah, but I was like, why the hell? I was just a fan by back then. I was like, what's going on with this fan base? Why are they like that? But yeah.
This is definitely Sainthood. And I don't think these are Vans. I think these are Vans. These are Vans.
Oh, there's this picture of Sarah. No, that's not Vans. Is that Vans or is that Converse? I have no idea. But yeah, I'm saying this because people are usually obsessed with what they wear on their feet. Oh, I
Definitely.
remember. Oh, I remember what people were obsessed with, including me. Sarah had those green Converse with silver studs on them. And you know, Sarah doesn't show skin at all. And one day in 2013, she posted an Instagram picture before they deleted everything. And she was like, she's like squatting or something, and she was wearing shorts, jean shorts, with a green silver Converse. I have to find this. I remember we all like died. Like, oh my God. She looked really hot, by the way. Sarah Quinn, green Converse. Okay, let's go back. Let's go back. All right, so we have basically Tegan here. She stays home, and Sarah takes her purple shoes, and then Tegan stays home, and she doesn't stay in bed. She's sick, but she doesn't stay in bed. She takes the guitar out and watches Kurt Cobain on TV, like Nirvana, and she's
she tries to
imitate.
imitate the chords for the songs on the guitar. That's how
Yeah.
I think she talks about it in the book as well. That's how she first learns how to play by imitating, and then afterwards they just, by the sound, if it's like the way how they like it, they start writing songs. Not by they never I think Tegan mentioned that they had lessons, maybe a couple of guitar lessons, but then
Oh
they were
yeah,
like,
the
no.
girls, the twins, they took guitar
Yeah.
lessons.
Yeah,
Remember at
but
the lives? We saw the guitar and everything.
yeah, but they
Oh, you
didn't
mean
want to do it anymore
Tegan and
because it felt
Sarah?
like yeah, it's not Susan and Rayleigh, Tegan and
Oh
Sarah.
yeah, sorry.
Well, Susan and Rayleigh had lessons as well.
Yeah.
Um,
Sarah does
but
have the
yeah,
accent.
in real life, Rayleigh and Susan, who played Tegan and Sarah, did have guitar lessons, and then Tegan and Sarah, when they were teenagers, I think they had a couple of lessons. I think they mentioned it before, but then they right away they didn't want to do it anymore because it felt like work and not enjoy, like, because piano for them was like that. They had lessons, so it felt like work. It didn't come naturally to them. Oh, let's use the piano to write songs, but the guitar, because it was something they found, and it was like outside of school and outside of responsibilities, it was something that they really enjoyed doing. And after they learned a little bit of it, they were like, okay, we're good, we're just gonna like do it by ear now, instead of learning the chords and stuff. They just did it by the sound, I guess.
Yeah. Basically, when Sarah comes back home, Tegan asks her if anybody left a note for her, and Sarah's like, no, nobody asked about you or anything. But then she gives her a note from Maya, and Tegan's like, oh, asshole.
That's in the book
And
as well.
yeah, she reads the note that, well, Maya narrates everything that happened at school. It's cute. I like this part. You can see
Yeah,
that Maya actually really cares about her, and they truly care about each other, but they haven't worded that to each other. Like they care about each other more than friends, kinda. And then that's when Tegan hears Sarah messing with the guitar, right?
yeah. So she falls asleep after reading Maya's note, and then when she wakes up, she hears, it's probably in the middle of the night, right? And then she hears a sound coming from Sarah's room, and it's the guitar. And then it cuts to Sarah's POV now.
Mm. And we have basically, we go back to the rave and how
No, it's
Sarah
Sarah.
was.
No, Sarah is in bed
I know, yeah,
thinking
yeah.
about Ali.
It's the rave because of the rave
It's a
when
flashback. It's a
she
flashback to the
was, yeah, it's a
rave.
flashback. But we still don't know if this actually happened or Sarah's imagination because she was stoned, remember? So
Yes.
that when Ali basically saw her, like looked at her and then walked away, she's just thinking of her, and that's when they're at their dad's, basically.
Yeah, right after the
Um,
rave, she was probably still buzzing.
yeah.
So she's in bed thinking about Ali. Then they
And
go back
yeah,
home, and
we get the same exactly now, the same narration,
yeah,
different narration, sorry, but the same events.
they go
When
home, they get
their
grounded.
parents ground them and they show
Yeah.
them how they need to clean the basement,
Mhm.
and well, you get more a talk from Bruce. Oh, not Bruce. What's his name? Patrick in the show. The
And
names
now
always
we're
confuse
gonna
me.
see how Sara found the guitar on the show.
Yeah, well, she finds the phone, the landline, and she decides to call Phoebe.
And then she goes to a room, like a closet, to call. So I don't like she doesn't want Tegan to hear her on the phone. So she hides
Yeah.
in the closet. And while she's in there, that's how she finds the guitar. Because the guitar is behind boxes. But because she's been there for so long on the phone, she sees it
Mhm.
hiding there.
But Phoebe's mom basically doesn't even tell, like she tells her that Phoebe's not there and if you want to leave a message, and Sarah's like, well, we can't hang out because I'm grounded anymore. So yeah, she basically just looks around after the phone call, and then she finds dramatic music playing.
Mm-hmm.
She finds a guitar like behind boxes. Of course, because Sarah's interested in music, but not the piano. She like it catches her attention.
She grabs it and then she calls Tegan. Because before she was hiding, but now she's like, whoa. And they're not allowed to touch Patrick's stuff. So Tegan gets worried. And she's like, we're not supposed to touch these things. And then Sarah's like, I know, but look at this.
Yeah.
And that's the same scene where Sara plays today. But yeah, the parents get home. So they hide the guitar again. And Sara stalls them. And then she's like, hey, it was my fault. Tegan didn't even want to go to the rave and stuff. And Simone is like, well, it was her choice. So you're both grounded.
They lie to each other. I like that they lie to each other.
Oh, this is Sara going to get the
Yeah.
guitar this time.
Yeah,
Can you
they
go back?
sneak
Sorry.
out.
I
They
zoned
sneak
out.
out so they could basically just play the guitar. It's the same where we left off.
So yeah, it's night, and then they find each other in the hallway, and then Tegan's like, "What are you doing?" And then Sarah's like, "Oh, I'm going to get water. Do you want some?" Like, as if she was actually getting water, but she was lying. She wanted to go and play the guitar. She's in the basement there. She's in the basement. This is the day that Tegan is sick, I think.
Yeah. And Sarah's making guitar picks out of paper. Is that paper or cardboard? What is that?
It's her insurance card. Her
Oh,
social
really?
insurance card, yeah.
What the fuck? Wow. Sarah Quinn,
In the
everybody.
book, yeah, in the book that happens as well. She makes picks out of cards to play better. So she's doing that in the show as well. So this is the day Tegan is sick. Okay, got it.
Mm. Oh, the silence treatment from Simone.
Yeah.
Of course.
Yeah, Sarah tries to talk to her. She tries to reason with
Mm.
Simone about what happened, and then like how long are we going to be grounded? And then Simone is like, until you
I feel
realize what
like
you've done.
Sarah is a bit manipulative in the way that she talks to her mother.
Yeah.
She kind of gaslights her.
Yeah.
I feel bad.
Teenagers.
Oh yeah. And
So
Sarah
yeah,
wasn't an easy
Sarah finds
teenager.
Maya, tells her that Tegan is sick and is gonna come to school. Then Maya wants to give her a letter. And then Sarah asks Maya if Tegan is mad at her. And then Maya's like, no, she's not. She's never mad at you, even though. And Sarah's like, even though what? Maya's like, nothing. Never mind. So Sarah's like, what's up?
Maya is also like, why are you getting in
Maya is so
this?
jealous of Sarah.
Yeah, but that's messed up, really.
Totally. Like they're sisters. You can't be
Exactly.
jealous with someone's sister. That's not a thing.
Of someone's sister, yeah.
Like family is always gonna come first. I'm sorry.
Obviously. Okay, family always comes first, but until you're married to the person, no, family doesn't come first because you have a new family. You
Yeah,
know
but
that?
then that's a new family. And
Yeah.
also it of course it depends on your family. Like if your family, like if you don't have a good relationship with your family, that doesn't apply, of course. But
Yeah, but like
if you
your
do,
wife or your sibling.
yeah. But yeah, Maya is super jealous of Sarah,
Mm-hmm.
and that's not really reasonable. She thinks that, I mean, she kind of has reason because Sarah was being shitty to Tegan, and Tegan and then Maya doesn't understand why Tegan likes Sarah so much, but that's because they're sisters and she cares about her, and Maya's
Yeah.
like, but she's shitty to you. But Tegan's like, okay, but she's my sister and I care. But anyways, Tegan goes into Sarah's bedroom and Sarah's playing the guitar, and that's when we hear Tegan didn't go to school today for the first
Tegan
time. Can you
didn't
say
go
that? I'm
to
like
school
remembering.
today.
Can you say this part?
Yeah, so basically the last POV cuts off when Tegan hears the music, and then in this POV we get to see that she goes into Sarah's room and she finds her playing the song that we're analyzing today. We're going to analyze it within this moment. We're not going to analyze it after, all right? She's already singing. Tegan didn't go to school today, and that's the first song that Sarah has officially written. I think it's mentioned that's mentioned in the
Yeah,
book
it's the
too.
first song she played, and then I wonder if after she showed it to Tegan, because you know how when they first started writing songs, they collaborated a
Mm.
lot. I wonder if Tegan has any input in the song at all, because the song is like long. So I think that like they might have the final product might have been written by both of them. I feel
I'm
like.
pretty sure. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's in one of the cassettes
Yeah,
or
so
tapes. But
yes, it is. So definitely we can say this is the first Tegan and Sarah song because I'm pretty sure Tegan has some input in it.
and it's so sweet, which is very, I'm sorry, very rare for Sarah to show this sweetness toward Tegan. She's mean, but this
But
song
that's
is
the
so
thing.
sweet
But
and
that's the
so
thing.
nice.
She's mean and everything, but inside,
Oh
like
yeah,
Tegan is
she
the first
cares.
thing that comes in mind when, you know,
Yeah,
anything happens with her.
that's true. That's
And
true.
that's the song shows that the first song she writes is about
Mm.
Tegan because it was
How Tegan didn't go to school and left her alone in the school, which
exactly.
is like left me alone to play. Obviously, they're old, they're not young, so they're not playing. But like she feels this loneliness that happens at school.
Yeah, it's like
When
she wants to be away from Tegan, but the moment Tegan is not there, she's like,
yeah,
actually, I don't want to be alone.
so it's like
Like I miss
she's
you.
all for asserting her individuality, but then the moment she's alone, it's like, oh well, that feels weird.
Exactly.
And Tegan really likes the song. She really likes it, and they start to like. And she says, "I missed you." Oh, that's so sweet. I like this.
So yeah, so Sarah teaches Tegan how to play the song in the show. They're both singing, and that's when the parents arrive. So in the show, in the book,
The parents arrive at the end of this episode.
so right, so in the book, they Tegan finds Sarah playing the song, and then Tegan really likes it, and then she's like, "Okay, we should record it." So they start recording, and then the book says that afternoon we were so enthralled by our process we didn't hear it when Bruce and Mom arrived home. Snuck upstairs and stood outside Sarah's door for who knows how long. But at some point they knocked, and we both froze in place on the floor in Sarah's bedroom. I stood, my legs half asleep, and unlocked Sarah's door. Instead of looking angry or displeased, catching us with Bruce's guitar without permission, their faces lit up, not at all upset by our deceit. Let's hear it, Bruce said. So it's really similar to the show. When they were recording, that's when the parents arrived. But the on the show they record, I think, the next episode.
Oh, should I play?
Yes.
Basically, next
It's the
day,
next day. They
yeah,
go to school.
Tegan catches up with Maya and Sarah's immediately zoned out. So like the bond that they had the previous night over the song is now cut off when Maya shows up. And I think Sarah also feels a bit threatened by Maya. It's
Of
like
course.
it's
Yeah.
both parts, like both of them have
But
this thing,
she
this
doesn't
feeling.
like she realizes that's exactly what she was doing before. So she's
Yeah.
connecting the dots.
Oh, that's why they play How I Am Just Like You. By the way, we have analyzed Hey I'm Just Like You
Hmm.
very, very early on in this podcast, and it's one of my favorite songs ever by Sarah. And we have the original lyrics sung by Susan Rayleigh in here, and it's Tegan singing it. See,
Oh, yes,
Sarah's like, "Yay!"
If you go on Spotify, the songs they play in the show are there
Are
by
there,
Susan and Rayleigh. Yeah.
and they have really, really sweet voices that I wish we could hear again in the next season if we ever get any.
Yeah. Fun fact, when they recorded the songs themselves, Tegan and Sarah were with them.
With them, yeah. And we have some really funny Instagrams. We had some funny Instagram stories
TikToks.
of They were Instagram stories, remember? Instagram
Were
stories.
they?
Oh, the phone rings and then Tegan doesn't get the phone because they're having so much fun. And this is
Yeah, they
very
don't want to
like
pick it up.
if you compare it to the earlier episodes, and remember episode 1 when they're fighting and they don't get along, now they're getting along. So they find their bond, which is over
Yeah,
music. And because Phoebe had taken all of Sarah's time, Sarah didn't basically, want to spend time with Tegan, but now there is no Phoebe and Sarah is grounded. Tegan is grounded.
exactly.
Maybe if she hadn't been
They are
grounded,
kind
she
of,
would have been with Maya as well. So
yeah, they're kind of forced to hang out with each other because they
yeah.
can't go
Thank
out.
you. Thank you,
And
Simone and Patrick for grounding them.
yeah, and the music it only makes it stronger because they are doing something they enjoy. So they can't wait to go home and play the guitar
Yeah.
and make
They
music together.
like if you've noticed in earlier episodes also like when the phone rings, like Sarah jumps over the couch to pick it up,
Mm-hmm.
if it's Phoebe.
Mm-hmm.
And same thing with Tegan. She's always very eager to talk to Maya, but now they don't even want to
Yeah,
pick up the phone. Not caring if it's Phoebe or Maya because they
they
just
don't even
want to,
care.
yeah, they like this
Yeah.
new thing that they found together. And that's basically the foundation. That's how Tegan and Sarah have begun, have started. Just that music over everything else. So yeah. Now they're collaborating, they're playing together. That's when they get busted, basically. Yeah. We have a similar scene in the book, obviously, but different
Mm-hmm.
situation. And basically,
They get really nervous. Look at their faces.
yeah, because they took the guitar that's Patrick's, that's not their guitar. So,
Yeah.
like, are they gonna get grounded again?
And Patrick's like, "Oh, my guitar." That's so funny. I love him.
And it's like Simone didn't even know he had that too. So, like, yeah. Like, okay, play for us if you're good. Show us what we were doing. And they play Tegan didn't go to school today together this time, not only Sarah, which
Mm,
is nice, very nice. And I like their voices. And of course, the parents are very, very impressed when they're playing. Like, wow. And that's also in the book when Sonia is their mom is impressed.
yeah. Their faces. They're like, "What?"
Oh, those
Like it's
girls
it's
have talent.
actual music. It's not just
Those
notes.
troublemakers.
I think in real life they cried, right? The actors?
I forgot. Ah, the actors in the real
Yeah,
life, yeah.
I think
Yeah,
they
yeah, yeah.
talked about it. Like
Yeah, I think
they
so.
were really moved
Yeah, no, Sarah was moved. Sarah cried.
also. But
Yeah.
Sarah cried when
Sarah,
it was
like
only season, I think, not with the parents. I don't know, I might be wrong.
Sarah cried in a lot of scenes, by the way.
Okay, so we're ready to analyze the song, right?
Mm,
We talked about it already.
yeah. Do you want to
So
add anything?
no, not that I can remember. Are we gonna talk about the lyrics? Because the lyrics, it's a pretty long song. Like Sarah writes, or Tegan and Sarah, they
There you go.
mention a lot of things.
What does Fontaine was walking that fine line mean? I've always wondered.
She said she found Tegan was walking that fine line
What does fine line
between
mean?
school and home.
Uh,
I think it's just like another way to say she was between school and home, like right in between. So it's a
mm,
fine line because it's if you go one side or the other, it's either or. But in the middle, it's where she is, and it's a really fine line. It's not, you know what I mean? If she moves just a little bit, she'll be either on either side.
like thin line? I don't
Yes,
know.
yes, yes. Thin.
Sometimes these like English words, like these English
Yeah.
sayings,
Like a
I
lot of
don't
their
really
songs, actually,
know them.
I have to Google words because I don't know what they mean.
Expressions, these expressions, yeah.
They're really good lyricists.
Oh, yeah, they are. Took her purple shoes when she went back to bed. Could have kicked her in the head. Like this. Got my name, got all flustered, acted lame. I have to go to lunch all alone, had to eat on my own. So she repeats the fact that she's alone all the time.
Yes.
Fill out forms, fill them out as fast as rain. When to go as fast as it's like she wanna get it over with and go back home because it's like,
She wants to see Tegan. She misses
yeah,
her. Yeah.
want to go on my own. Waiting, I want it home. Where's Tegan? It's not that she wants to see Tegan, but
Where's
she just doesn't
Tegan?
feel whole, I guess.
Where's Tegan?
Like she doesn't usually see her a lot in the school, but she knows she's there, so she's like safe.
Exactly. Exactly.
What does hope you're a day away again tomorrow? I think the lyrics are wrong in here, and you have a question mark. What a walk. I was on my own. Couldn't wait to see you in your bed, but your face was also red. Asked if I could borrow your shoes again. You said no, I always lose.
She's saying she always loses.
No, we don't have this in the season Rayleigh version. We don't have this
No,
part. I don't think so.
it's shorter. It's shorter.
These lyrics are not there.
You didn't go to school today. Left me all alone to play. Lose again. You said no, already close. Hope you stay away again tomorrow. Meaning that I want to borrow your go. Asked if I could borrow your shoes again. You said no, already close. Hope you stay away again tomorrow. Meaning that I want to borrow your go.
I don't know what it says. Yeah. Hope your day away again tomorrow. Anyways, because she said something about borrowing it, so I don't know what that means though. But
Why
yeah,
your face so red? Is it because she's sick?
sick, yes.
Nice. I guess
And it's
that's
also
it.
to rhyme. Sometimes they just
Yeah.
make up stuff. But
Yay.
I think we're good for this episode. We talked about the song, and
Socials. Don't forget.
you can find us at Wanna Talk TNS Pod on Twitter. On YouTube, you can just search for We Just Want to Talk about Tegan and Sara, and you will find us. On YouTube, we have images. So if you're that kind of person, like if you want to watch stuff, it's over there. Or on Spotify also, We Just Want to Talk. You can find me on Twitter. I'm not TNS Lyrics on Twitter. And on TikTok, I'm Paroko Debbie. And Miriam is Inflated Gravy on Twitter.
Yeah.
So
Interesting.
we hope you enjoyed it. Let us know if send us messages on Twitter or YouTube. If you have any questions or suggestions or anything that you want to talk about, let us know over there. Hope you liked it. See you next time. Bye.
Bye.
Bye.